When people decide to go into a relationship, what are they really looking at? Is it love? Is it companionship? Is it just someone to share your life together with, or somebody to build your life with? What are the things we look for? Do we look for compatibility? In what areas, in what values are we compatible? Our communication styles, our lifestyle choices, our future goals, which are very crucial. What exactly do we look at when we're talking about relationship and relationship goals? We have different kinds of relationships, but the one that matters most for now, in quotes, is the one that leads to conjugal relationship. That is settlement of a home, establishment of a home, where you have husband and wife and children, where you have someone you can call your own, someone you can rely to, someone with whom you can spend the rest of your life together. That's what we're looking at. So we know that you may be attracted to one another initially. You may see some things that attract you to your partner initially. However, to maintain that relationship is something that needs to be cultivated. You have to know that there is something he or she likes, there is something he or she values, which you will try to encourage, which you try to key into. And there's something he or she will also observe and know that you like, you cherish. He or she will also like to key into that. And you also like to know what are the things that make you happy, what are the things that put you off or disturb your being, disturb your sense of well-being, disturb your state of joy. What are the things that add values to your goals? He or she will endeavor to know that. Then you try to work at that. And I also believe that when you come into the relationship, you plan to grow together. And like the Bible says in Amos 33, it said, can two walk together except they agree? Before you sign that dotted line, before you start to produce children together, what are the things two of you sat down to agree upon? Remember also that whatever two of you agree upon will be things that will not be in your own interest alone, but also in the interest and well-being of the children that you have subsequently. Okay? What you and I are enjoying now, majorly speaking, is part of the consideration our parents put into the relationship. And that is why, for your sake and for my sake, they have to concede some things. It is because they have put it into consideration, put those things into consideration. What are the things that bring about this? I came across a story. I've heard about it before, so I had to go and check it on the media, about a musician got married. That is about 20 years plus now ago. And they have 3 children between them. And she comes up on the media when she was being interviewed by one of these um, platforms. So what can you say about marriage? How is your marriage? Said, she's not happy about the state of her marriage. That what she had been hearing people say about marriage to her now seemed like fairy tale. That she is married and she has 3 children. However, she and her husband in the same town are living in 2 different houses. She's living in her own house, the husband is living in his own house, and she's not happy about that. She also gave a hint, without being too explicit, that she can't live in the same under the same roof with a person that does not give her the respect that she deserves, the normal human treatment that she deserves. That has some implication. The possible implication, likely implication, is that maybe there is no mutual respect. The partner does not respect her sense of well-being, does not respect her. She's a musician or she's an artist. But before, she had been doing that before they got married. So, and that is why when we talk about reflection, things that third year relationship matters on this channel, we are very much concerned about that. And we harp on that because your joy is pertinent to the channel. Your state of well-being is pertinent to the channel. This state of your mind, your mental health is pertinent to the channel. Now, our mental health is not as good as it's supposed to be because that pain is that wound is in our subconscious. That she grew up learning that, and she's been reading, learning that what our elder used to tell us about the joy of marriage, that the two couples will live happily ever after. Said our own experience is far from that. As if what they used to say in Nigeria, as if a joyful, happy marriage is a scam. That's the way it sounds to her. But to you, is it a scam? Please share your comment. Let me know your thoughts on this. The experience you have and the experience of people around you. Does marriage seem like a scam? But to make sure it's not a scam and it's as real as it should be. That's part of the philosophy of this channel. To let you know that marriage is not a scam. That is why I always refer to song by Teddy Pendergrass. You can go and check it on YouTube, Teddy Pendergrass. He said, it's so good when you love somebody and somebody loves you back. That is it. And when I was doing my studies on marriage some years back, it makes me to understand that no matter what life throws at you, if you have love to give and someone to share that love with you, then you are good to go. So it's good for you in that relationship to try to establish your value system. You have to ensure mutual respect. Set those goals before you say I do. Before you allow that man to sleep with you. Before you allow yourself to sleep with that man. Before that child comes. Before that conception. Please consider all these things. We shall do some series on this to help to establish it more. Now, try to put yourself, be empathetic a bit. Thank you, because I can see someone already agreeing that marriage is not a scam. Put yourself in the shoes of those children. Children just growing up. Who do they stay with? Is it with the father or with the mother? Who takes them to school? When they ask them in school, where's your dad? My dad is in, where I'm speaking from Nigeria. Let me know where you are watching me from. They say like, okay, my dad is in Ikeja. My mom is in Surulere. These are places that are more than 10 kilometers apart. So do you now spend weekend here at Surulere, the following weekend at Ikeja, and so, or when you have midterm holiday or first holiday, the Christmas break, you spend it in Surulere, then the Easter break, which will be in March, April, you spend that one in Ikeja. What kind of life are you giving to those children? And so all these things are things you and I have to put into consideration before we say I do, before you sign that dotted line. And once you sign that dotted line, for the sake of those children, for their mental health, for their to nurture their growth place, let us consider. So, are you in a relationship now? Well, this is an advantage for you to put these things into better perspective. Are you just cutting, or are you just dating? We do another reflection on that. Dating and cutting are not exactly the same thing. Courtship is more specific, dating is more like a game. It may work out, it may not work out. I'm just trying to sample you out to see whether we are compatible. But in courtship, you've already seen that, well, two of us have a good number of things in common, and we are now seeing how we can work together, how we do, just like we are preparing for that marriage, you are preparing for that home. So you are now seeing what are the things you need to put in place, clearing the ground, doing the pluses and the minuses in your lives, in your attitudes, in your thinking, in your modes of operation, in your values. What are the things you are now adjusting to be able to accommodate each other, so that you can now set up that home for the well-being of every one of you. So you consider, someone say, I love, I love. What is love? Is love synonymous to sex? Is love synonymous to dating? Is love synonymous to talking 24/7? Just like to hear you so avoid, just like to be in a enjoy his or her companionship. So these are some of the things you and I need to consider. So I asked, what is the color of your relationship? Are you just having a casual relationship, just friends, or not yet, no decision made yet? Or are you just dating, just going out together, just having lunch together, dinner together, weekends together, picnic together? Or you are actually engaged, and this is known to your friends and to your family members, that these two people are on that road to marriage? And are you married? So consider all these things we're talking about. Then we ask, what are the things that actually attract you to your partner? Are those things durable? Can they stand the test of time? That's the question you need to ask yourself and try to get answers to. What are the things that tickles you about him or her? Are those things of good value, or those things are fictional? They are fickle. They are things that can take flight anytime. So have you tried to identify and assess your different areas of compatibility, your value system? What are your spirituality beliefs? Are there some common grounds? Please subscribe to my channel, so that we can talk more about this, to grow together, to learn together, to nurture ourselves together, to help to protect our mental health. Your joy is pertinent, and your joy and your happiness is your obligation. You are the one that can make yourself happy. You have the obligation to make yourself happy. People may do some things to make you unhappy, but it's your prerogative to know how to protect the state of your mind. In the next couple of hours, I will do some other video that will talk about the mind, because the mind guides and controls every other thing you do. If your mind is not stable, then you cannot have a stable relationship. If your mind is not settled, then you cannot have a settled relationship. If you're operating with a confused mind, then you cannot have a stable relationship. If you have a fickle mind, a mind that does not trust other people, then you may have also child. So those are the things you also need to talk about. Talk about mind. Then are you ready? And is your partner ready for 100% commitment? This may sound like a tall one, but if you are partially committed to your relationship, how do you expect it to work out perfectly?